All right, so you can just start by telling us your name and how long you've been with Bellagala.
Okay, so my name is Shane Johnson. I've been with Bellagala since 2018. I guess I would technically be 3 seasons. I've been DJing for 11, 12 years. At weddings, I usually just go by Shane, but other events, I'm DJ Chime.
Ooh, that's pretty fun. And what made you want to become a DJ in the first place?
Well, I think initially the first thing that made me want to be a DJ was, being a kid and hearing DJs on the radio mix songs. So I guess when I was really young, I didn't know how they were doing that. And so that's kind of what initially got me into DJing. And then eventually I became a radio DJ, and that turned into clubs and parties, and then eventually weddings.
Super cool. So you've had quite the journey.
Yeah.
So what would you say specifically interests you about weddings?
I think the most interesting thing is you've got a group of people that are all there celebrating love and just togetherness, happiness, friendships, family, and then because of that setting, you can really easily find ways to create magic and make the people that are part of the party feel like they're doing something special. And I just think it's one of those things where if you pay attention to what's going on, to what people are saying and what they're doing, that you can really assist them in having a really great time.
Absolutely. That's a great answer. It's a great way to describe weddings. So what would you say is the most rewarding part of your job?
I think that, it's kind of a stressful job. During the moment, I feel like I sweat a lot because I'm constantly trying to do the right thing and wondering, if it's if I'm doing the right thing or if I'm playing the right music, just because I care so much about it being right. So then it's the most beneficial part for me is at the end, hearing the couple, because most of the time they're very happy with me, and so to me it's sort of that relief at the end that I did things right and the way they wanted to.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's always good when, as a DJ, you're like kind of guiding the whole evening. So it's a great thing when at the end of the day, your couple is happy and all the guests had a good time. So how would you describe your overall style?
My overall style as a DJ is I want to be almost kind of not noticed. I want people to just be having a good time and have music be playing. And I don't want them to notice me really, because I feel like I don't want attention on me. The attention should be on the bride and the groom and the party. And so you do that sort of by not messing up and just keep the rhythm flowing and keep the music flowing, and listening to people, watching people, and just making sure that it's always a good time for them.
Absolutely. And then my final question for you is a pretty easy one. Just tell us about some of your interests or your hobbies outside of being a DJ.
So my interests changed a lot in the last year because in January 28th of 2020, I had my first child.
Oh,
So
congratulations.
yeah, so that's been my interests have totally shifted away from what I was into myself, into what I'm into with my family and with my son especially. But other than that, I sell vintage clothing and vintage records and tapes, and so a lot of my free time is spent working on my website and being out there finding new stuff to sell and collect.
That's super cool. Well, thank you so much.